Alright. We're bringing back a classic. We're doing Will You Press the Button? And we're already off to a very interesting start. You will get $360 trillion, but you would look homeless and be single. Okay. I would do it. This is free money, I don't care. Yeah. There we go. You will become a wealthy business owner. They spelled that wrong. There's a lot of typos here, but you will become a wealthy business owner with a payment of $200,000 a year, but you will work 95 hours a week. Yeah. No, really? People don't want that, huh? For $1, you can get a love potion and make any person of your choice fall in love with you unconditionally forever. But that person will be your side forever. Will be by your side forever, never leaving you alone, never giving you a moment of peace. The antidote costs you your life savings, and if you fail to use it properly, you will never be able to use it again. What is this question, bro? I mean, no, I don't think I could do it. Yeah, most people said no. Okay, yeah. Okay. Will you press the button? You will suffer for eternity in hell, but everyone on earth spends eternity in heaven. You know what? Yeah, I would do it. No? No! Really? Bro. Selfish people, bro. You may memorize and forget anything you choose with no effort, but you can only defecate 3 times a month no matter how badly you may want to go. So, I'm able to memorize and forget anything I want to. With just at like the snap of my fingers or whatever, but I can only poop 3 times a month. No. Your breath can cure people, but you can't taste anything sweet. Yes, I would do that. Yeah. World War III starts, but you become the total ruler of whatever country you live in. No. I don't want to be the ruler of America, bro. You are free to do anything illegal and cannot die until you are 100, but everyone hates you, with no possibility of them ever loving you. No. Your phone has infinite charge, but you can only use willyoupressthebutton.com. No. That kind of defeats the whole point of my phone having infinite charge. You get a pair of shoes that make you dance like Fred Astaire, Michael Jackson, all amazing dancers combined into one, but they're a pair of bright pink Crocs. Well, let's see. I mean, bright pink Crocs, but I'm able to dance. I mean, I can't dance, but if I have the shoes, I can. I'm gonna do it. I don't care. Yeah. All pollution on Earth disappears, but you have a belly button that sticks 3 inches out. Yeah, I would do that. That one's close. Why is that one so close, bro? You can change the ending of your favorite book or story, but it can never be made into a movie, and even if it's already been made into a movie, the movie was never made, so it no longer exists. So... This is a tough one. I can change the ending of my favorite story or book, but it can't be made into a movie. And if the movie's already made, it just gets deleted from existence. No. You can bring peace and happiness throughout the whole universe, but you must sacrifice yourself and no one will ever know what you did. I'd do that, yeah. You will never be banned from anything, but people will be jealous and try to ruin your experiences. No. You can change anyone's mind and even take them to places at your own will, but your mind desires to bring them to the factory that you made to brutally kill and dismember them for their body parts. No, dude. You get to travel back in time to see Led Zeppelin live, but the stadium is overcrowded and you can barely see them playing. No. Every idea for an invention you had or will ever have will be produced if technically possible at any given time. It will be available for purchase immediately. But the profit and credit for the invention will go to someone else, and you will always pay double the standard retail value for every such invention. What? No, I don't wanna. You get John Bunham's skill on drums, but you will acquire a permanent beard regardless of your genre. What? I mean, sure. Really? You don't want to play drums, bro? You're able to foresee the future, into the future, but every time you do, you lose a part of your memories. No. You automatically know the right answer to every question on a test, but you fart loudly and constantly the whole time. Well, the thing is, on tests, like, I don't even really need to automatically know the right answer because I already do. I already know what it's about, so, you know. That's just making me fart for no reason. Yeah. Get free computers or technology for life, but you cannot own a car. Yeah. There are other ways to transport. Yeah, there's other transportation methods. You can dance if you want to, but you have to leave your friends behind. No. Oh, this is a long one. For some magical reason, all electronic devices you personally operate consume no actual power from the grid or from batteries. They will function flawlessly without actually requiring a power supply. Will never need to be charged, will cost nothing for the electricity bill, cannot power throttle, be affected by blackouts, or need to change of batteries. But you can no longer operate anything at all that uses natural gas for power or for non-waste heat. This includes certain boilers, clothes dryers, models of car, and anything else that does exist or will exist using natural gas.
Glassdoor just launched a brand new tool.
I would do that.
Pick a company you'd want to work for.
Really? No?
Boom. Personalized.
You could just get like an electric car or something.
Upload your resume.
Maybe have someone like
see if it's a place you'd
work stuff for you. Why would you say no to that, bro?
Okay, now
the Force, Jedi, and lightsabers are real, and you become a Jedi. But the government will hunt you down with the goal of figuring out how your abilities and your lightsaber work. No.
Off to apply.
There's one thing the Jedi cannot stand against, and that's the US government. You become the ruler of an industrious, patriotic nation that is guaranteed to conquer the continent, but you are literally Hitler. Wow. Okay. We're getting some good ones. We're getting some real strong questions. So, no. End world hunger, but no TV, alcohol, or internet for life. You know what? I'll do it. Really, bro? You are chosen to be one of 1,200 colonists in a new habitable world where you will prosper, but you can never go back to Earth. Yeah, I would do that. Really? No? Bro. It's a habitable world. You could just do whatever, and you're gonna prosper. It doesn't matter. I don't need to go back to Earth. I could stay there. It doesn't matter. Be a villain that kills people on a daily basis, but humanity views you as their leader. They view you as a good person. This is an interesting question. I feel like I could, like, ask Midnight about this. I feel like I would know his answer already. He would say he would do it. Yeah. More people said no. Yeah. You gain $1 million a month, but the revenue is gained by enslaved children working 24/7. Well, if I have enslaved children, I would technically be breaking the law. So no. The you in this universe becomes rich and lives a long, happy life, but the you in every other parallel universe has a terrible life filled with sadness. Well, yeah, because I am in this universe. Since it's this universe, I'm in it. So yeah. Your soulmate is happy, they will never get sick, and they will live the life of their dreams. But it's because they aren't with you. You are hopelessly in love with them, though. Wow, okay. Well, I'm still single, and I don't really have a soulmate. So no. Yeah. You become the Prime Minister of Hungary, who's also the head of the mafia, and also gets loads of money. but you will have your office for a minimum of 8 years, and everyone of your country will hate you forever, and you'll burn in the deepest fringes of hell. No. Bro. You will live in paradise with the most perfect, beautiful woman living the perfect life. It's guaranteed that you will be very happy forever. But every other human being, except for your perfect woman of course, dies very slowly and painfully. No. Not worth it. Yeah. You can move any object with your mind, but you have a constant severe migraine. No. You get a random amount of cash every day, but there's 1,000 dogs chasing you around the world. First of all, it's a random amount of cash every day, so I could get like $1 million, and then the next day I get like $2 for 1,000 dogs chasing me around the world constantly. No. You can have the single greatest car you could ever want, but it's your least favorite color. No. More people said yes? What? Okay. I don't really know much about cars. I'm not a car guy, so. You become an incredibly talented author, but you also become deaf and mute. No, I gotta talk, bro. Plus, I'm already pretty decent at writing. You always know what gift to give, but no one ever knows what gift to give you. I feel like if I'm giving a gift to a person, then I would already know what they would want because they're my friend or my family member. And if they never know what I want, so I would already know what they want anyways. But then no one else ever knows what I want, so I don't get what I want. So no. Really, bro? You'll become famous beyond all imagination in every form of internet, but you can never speak normally again in your life. No. You gain the ability to communicate with animals, but you lose the ability to communicate with people. No. There's not much that can come from talking with animals. I would love to be able to talk to my cat, but I still need to be able to talk to people. You can time travel into the future anytime you like, skipping past undesired moments of your life by be it 3 seconds or 10 years. You can do this as often as you please, but gaining this power also causes you to age 25% faster from now on, regardless of how often it's used. Also, you can never travel backwards in time, and you can never travel past the moments of your fated death. Effectively, each use brings you closer to your deathbed. No. Yeah. Breaking Bad returns for another run, but The Walking Dead is immediately cancelled. Well, I've never seen either show. I've never seen Breaking Bad or Walking Dead. So, I mean, let me know in the comments which show you think is better. I'm gonna press a button. Okay, it looks like people think Walking Dead is better. You don't have to pay for anything for the rest of your life, but you can never hear music again. No. It's not worth it. You can see any event happen in the world, but subsequently, you are forced to see an event you don't want to witness. No! Yeah, like, bro. You can read people's minds, but you can't read anything else. No. You can have a lucid dream whenever you want, but your alarm clock is always set to 7 a.m. and there's nothing you can do about it. Well, the thing is, I usually already need to be up by 7 a.m. anyways, so I'd do that. Yeah, 7 a.m. is a reasonable hour to wake up. Humanity can travel and colonize the stars and other galaxies faster than light, but there will be a one-world government. So every world will have its own government. Or is it one government ruling everything? Well, I mean, yeah. I think it's every world has its own government. Which means we could actually have Super Earth. Yeah, I'm doing that. Yeah. Literally Helldivers ask question, bro. Star Wars Episode 5, 6, 7 turns out to be the best Star Wars to date, but George Lucas decides to make another prequel trilogy. Yeah, well, I mean, he can run back the prequel trilogy then, right? Because when they came out, they weren't that good. So we get a really good Star Wars episode, and we get George Lucas can make another prequel trilogy. Yeah, sure, I'd do that. Yeah. Logic. You change gender, but so does everyone else. What is this question, bro? No. Yeah, like, no. It's so weird. You'll become charismatic, beautiful, happy, and famous for the rest of your life, but 10 strangers around somewhere in the world will be lonely, ugly, sad, and unknown for the rest of their lives. No. Really? 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 You're gonna give 10 people a miserable life just so you can have a perfect one? Really? Selfish people, bro. You can survive in space and you're able to do long-distance space travel, but you will never ever see Earth or humanity again. No. You become the most talented in your field of work, but you must drink your inferior sweat instead of water. No, I'm not doing that. Drinking sweat instead of water? You may travel through time to almost any era and bring everything you can carry on your back, but you cannot return. And the entire period through which your immediate family lives is out of bounds. So I can travel through time, but I can't go to the present. And whenever my immediate family is alive, I can't go to that time. But other than that, everything is fair game, and I can take whatever I want with me, so long as I can carry it. So, never see my family and friends again, unless my family dies, probably. But be able to go through any moment and era in time, and be able to take anything I want, so long as I can carry it. No. Yeah. Tony Stark asks you personally to join him in the Avengers, but you have to train hard, and the final test will be to face Bruce in his Hulk form and survive. Oh lord. Well, like, do I have a superpower? Because this question is gonna be like, if I'm just me, then it's like a hard no, because really the only thing I'll have is my training, which would be like, I guess, combat training, like martial arts, maybe learning how to use a weapon, but that's about it. So if it's just me as I am right now, that'd be a hard no. But if I have superpowers, I could probably do it. But it doesn't say anything about superpowers, so I'm gonna say no. 61% of people are gonna die to the Hulk, bro. You can cook better than Gordon Ramsay, but your dishes are always slightly under-seasoned, just enough to be noticeable. I mean, I feel like yeah, I would do that. Ooh, 50-50. More people said yes, so. You get 10 grams of weed every day, free of charge. But you have to smoke it the day you get it, probably turning you into a failure. No, don't do weed, bro. You get all the computer hardware and software you want for free for the rest of your life, but you must always have the latest and most likely unpopular Microsoft operating system installed. I mean, I'm not much of a computer guy again. Ignore the fact that I'm literally on a computer, but I'm stupid. But I feel like I would do it. I mean, yeah, because then I get like free games and stuff. Befriend any celebrity, but for every celebrity friend you gain, you lose a close friend you already have. Definitely not worth it. You can perfectly speak any 5 languages of your choosing, but you forget your native language permanently. No. Yeah, no. Press a button and gain the ability to hop through fictions and control your character, how strong, effective you are in reality, but you can only leave after a season's worth of time. So I can go into any fictional world and be able to control my character in the fictional world, but I can only leave after a season's worth of time. Yeah. I mean, yeah. So you become a cat, but you're a grumpy cat. Wow. Really, it took us a while, but we finally got a question about cats. Become a grumpy cat. Are you grumpy forever, or just you become a grumpy cat? Maybe you're just unamused like my cat is with me sometimes. I feel like all cats are sometimes grumpy. I'll do it. For the memes. Yeah. You can turn into anything you want, but you'll be stuck like that. Stuck like that forever, or will I be able to change into something else? No, because they're probably stuck like that forever. Really? Really? Bruh. What would you like turn into that you're okay with being stuck forever as, bruh? You get the Omnitrix from Ben 10, but the villains from Ben 10 also exist and are actively hunting you. Well, if you have the Omnitrix, then you'd be able to deal with the villains. But like, it's gonna be like all of them and they're actively hunting you. Maybe they gang up on you. Oof, that'd be rough. You know, I'm not doing that. Yeah. No more war, poverty, disease, or hunger. Technology reaches its apex. Mankind makes first contact, and humanity spreads across the stars. But you die one day before it all happens. I would like to be around for all that. But well, like, this is kind of wording it like it's already gonna happen anyways. So, no. Okay. Yeah, I could see that, I guess. Yeah. Stop 9/11 from ever happening and erase it from history, but all the beautiful islands of the world are lost under the sea forever. Yeah. I would do that. No? You would let 9/11 happen just so we could have beautiful islands? Bro. You gain riches beyond your imagination, but you can never have sex again. Yeah, I mean, no. If 58% of people said no. To be fair, I am still single, so I could probably play into it. You marry the absolute perfect person for you, but you both die 6 months after meeting each other. So we don't even get to spend that long together? No. Yeah. You can be the ruler of the world, but you are only followed out of fear. No. Wow, 47% of people said yes? Bro. Like, I don't want to be the ruler of the world out of fear. You become the ruler of the world, but you hear country music all the time. Yeah. I don't care. Music is music. So long as it's good songs, I don't care. Yeah. You will get the ultimate answer if God exists or not, but you will immediately die after telling someone. No, I don't want to. No. 60% of people said yes, bro. I don't care. I just want to live my life and do my stuff. You have the ability to become your favorite animal, so cat, but you also become susceptible to all diseases and illnesses of that animal. So I'm just that animal. So I could become a cat and just be a cat. I mean, yeah. That just seems normal. 54% of people said no. It doesn't say you immediately get all those diseases. It just says you're able to be infected by those diseases. You become the best detective in the world, but there's an assassin after you that tries to kill you once a month. No. Yeah. You are given the ability to cure any disease known or unknown to man just by thinking about it. But every time you do cure something, you become sick enough to be on your deathbed for any amount of time from 3 days to 3 years. So, I can cure any disease just by thinking about it, whether it's known or unknown. But whenever I cure something, I suffer a lot for any amount of time between 3 days to 3 years. Yes. Really? 51% of people said no. You could like cure cancer with that or something. You just have to suffer for a bit. Your life goes exactly how you want it, but you die in 5 years. No. I can just make my life go exactly how I want it to by living. You understand the most fundamental principles of the universe, but no one else will be able to understand understand it during your lifetime. So I'm able to understand it, but no one else can get it. We already don't understand it, so yeah. You win a special lottery, literally becoming rich beyond your wildest dreams. But everyone you love will hate you, and the only people who will ever care about your troubles will always do it for the money. Also, you become ill at the slightest provocation. No. This is not worth it. You have a free subscription to all the streaming platforms. But once in a while your internet will go off and pause the clip. Or music, podcast, etc. at the exciting part. No! Dude, I don't want that. I wanted to play the exciting part, yeah. You gain an unlimited amount of money, but you can't use any transportation system ever again. So any transportation, so trains, boats, planes, cars, buses, biking. Does this also mean walking? Can I not walk to places anymore either? Yeah, no. What's the point of having money if I can't go anywhere with it to spend it? You know? 56% of people said yes? What? Bro. You become a billionaire, but you have to wear diapers for the rest of your life. No. Really? 61% of people said yes. I don't want to wear diapers for the rest of my life, bro. Never do homework again forever while going to school. Okay, so this is a question for me. Never do homework again forever while going to school, but you can't ever drink anything of the Coke brand, including different flavors. Yeah, totally. 55% of people said yeah. Okay, yeah. No, I'm being dumb. 45% of people said no. You're weird. You just never have to drink anything Coke branded. So you can't have Coca-Cola. I don't care. I don't even drink Coca-Cola anyways. I don't drink soda. I drink water. Fall in love with your best friend. Okay. I'm gonna have to talk to Midnight about this one. Fall in love with your best friend, but never go back to the way things are. No, I'm not doing that. Yeah, no. You will have at minimum a 60% discount on any game you buy on Steam. Okay, so this one's also kind of meant for me. But you'll be unable to purchase video games from any other store. So I always get at least a 60% discount on any game I buy on Steam. But I can't buy any other game on any other store. Which means, like, no PlayStation Store, no Xbox Store, no Nintendo eShop. And no Nintendo eShop means I can't buy the Kirby and the Forgotten Land expansion, which means no, I will not press the button. Yeah. You will be in perfect shape for the rest of your life without having to exercise or eat healthy, but all food you eat for the rest of your life will now taste horrible. Okay, no. I'm not doing that. You become savior of mankind, but machines take over the earth. So if machines take over the earth and I'm savior of mankind. Well, yeah, why wouldn't you press it? You get to just be the person who saves mankind. 64% of people said no? You're gonna be the savior of mankind. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if machines take over, because you're gonna save mankind anyway, so the machines won't take over then. You become a genius and solve many world problems, but you are damned to be morbidly obese until your death. Okay. Wow. And this is oddly specific. No, I wouldn't do that. Yeah. You can teleport, but you vomit violently for a minute as soon as you arrive at your destination. No. Really? What if you like teleport to a public place? Like, what if you're like, oh, I want to go to this store, and then you just teleport to the store, and then you have to sit there and vomit violently for a minute in front of like a bunch of people. Plus vomiting violently? That's gonna hurt, dude. That's not gonna be fun. You can never feel pain, physical or emotional. Also, you can tell when you would get damaged by something like pain, but not painful. So, you never feel pain, and you can tell when something would hurt you, but it wouldn't hurt. But the person, or animal if you have no friends or family, you are closest to will receive that pain instead. No. You have you have the girl or boy of your dreams, but you cannot have sex with them. I mean, yeah, there's other things we can do. Really? 55% of people? Wow. Okay. You're the smartest person in the world, but everybody else is incredibly stupid. No. Yeah, no. I won't do that. You will have the power of reading through any mind, but you have to listen to all of your biological family's thoughts anywhere you go. So I can read anyone's mind, but I have to constantly listen to my biological family's thoughts no matter where I am. No, that's gonna drive me nuts. You save a child's life, but you spend the rest of your life in a wheelchair. Absolutely. Really? First of all, 69% nice. But really? 69% of people to 31%? 69% of people would rather not live in a wheelchair than save a child's life. You save a kid's life. And all you have to do is just spend the rest of your life in a wheelchair. You could do stuff in a wheelchair. It's not like you're gonna die. Oh my god, bro. These people. You can never be late for anything, but you always be 4 hours early. Well, yeah. That's... What do you mean, no? What? Bro. We get world peace, but China and Africa are destroyed. Does that mean, like, they just stop existing? Or, like, are they, like, actually, like, properly destroyed? Like, you nuke them and they're off the map and all those people die? I'm gonna say no? Wow, okay. You become president of your country, but you are forced to start a war with the country of your choice. No! Yeah, no. No. You can do an impression of any celebrity, but you multiply your risk of throat cancer by 1.05 every time you do one. No, I need my throat. And I'm already decent at impressions. Yeah. You can swap bodies with any person and have their memories, but they die instantly in your body. So I can swap and become my friend, and he becomes me, but as soon as I do that, he dies instantly inside of my body. For example. No, I'm not doing that. Yeah, a lot of other people aren't doing that either. Well, this has been a nostalgic trip down memory lane to Will You Press the Button? Let me know if I should do more of this. Maybe add some stakes if I don't conform with society. And let me know what else you would like to see. Maybe try not to laugh challenges or something like that. We do all kinds of stuff. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and goodbye.